our Del Salt display will be the highlight of the ice cream sociable. Now, singers, if you're ready. And ladies, remember, don't make me tell you again. Always keep your face to the audience. All right, Miss Dunlop.
It's you in the sunrise, it's you in my cloud, it's you all the way into town. It's your sweet hello dear that sets me up, and it's your got to go dear that gets me down. It's you on my pillow in all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words could be saner, or truer, or plainer than it's you? It's you. Yes, it's you. Oh, yes, it's you.
Come on, Mr. Washburn, start it up. Just wait till you see news Professor Hill's on us.
All right, well, this table's back. Now what will it be?
This is Hillary!
Now, a woman who gets to the very first date is usually a pussy. And a woman who waits the second time around is anything but pussy. And a woman who waits the third time out, and in the clouds, feet over the ground. She's the girl he's glad he's found. She's ship room, ship room, ship room, ship room. Ship room.
Senior Honor, your daughter and I have been going steady behind your back.
Why, you?
We'd rather do it in front of your back, but
Do what? Yep, never mind.
Zania's scared of you, but I'm not. I think you'd hate to have your own daughter scared of you, Ginny Clyde.
I'm gonna warn you one last time. If I ever catch you touching my daughter again, I'll horsewhip you till hell itself won't have it again.
Now, George.
Not one poop out of you, madam.
I think he means pee.
Yes! Now you get out of this public building.
I got as much right in a public building as anyone.
Right. How do you have any right around here? Aiding and abetting the swindling activities of a spellbinding symbol salesman? Know what I see written all over you, kid? Reform school. Now get out of here, you wild kid.
Papa, please. It's Capulets like you make blood run in the marketplace. Ye God!
You want your phraseology, young lady. Now go home. Go home. You, Haley?
Yes, George, I always...
To your dance. I am here. You some wild kid from the wrong side of town.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me from cover to cover for a whole week and I didn't find a thing.
Mr. Mayor.
Oh, and I'll settle your hash as soon as I go get those premises off my oldest girl.
All right. But in the meantime, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. He's got the confidence of every kid in this town. And you'll be waiting to shake his hand by the time our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members are gonna have to fall down together in wheelchairs on account of all the broken legs they will receive from tripping over their own beards. I'll tell you something, my fine young feathered, you know what, never mind. Olive, Ewan, JC, Olive! I want that spellbinder's credentials, and I want them tonight. Do not let him out of your sight. He is slippier than a Mississippi sturgeon.
So you want us to get his credentials?
Get his papers and get him in jail. I couldn't be clear if I was a button hook in the well water. And the rest of you, go to your homes.
Professor Hill, I think what Mayor Shin has done is abominable. And I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Yes, it was.
No, a man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man, only 500. Anyways, the mayor is pretty disappointed on account of his billiard parlor. I'm sure that a seasoned recommendation from a professional like yourself would help, but I couldn't ask of you to do something like that for me.
Why, Professor Hill.
You would?
I'd be glad to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been wanting to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet, mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. It's just that he never touches it. Oh, the first week or so, he made a few, experimental blacks.
Yes,
I
black.
guess you could say.
Exactly.
And he sings the minuet in G it all almost constantly.
La-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Yes.
But he never touches the cornet.
Oh, well.
He says you told him it wasn't necessary.
Yes,
He
well.
tells me about some think system. If he thinks the minuet in G, he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor.
Now, I'll admit the think system is a revolutionary method. So was Galileo's conception of the heavens, Columbus's conception of the egg, a globe, Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Oh, well, I cannot discuss these matters with you in public. If you allow me to call you, when may I call?
Why, any night this week? You were such a dear tonight, dancing with your moving Professor Hill. You danced like a fairy princess. The movie for your floor, you had a golden shoe in your hair and silver shoes for all to see. We know that you will soon unfold your giving heart, yours gold. Here, your woman's heart. Sorry, Professor, but we got our orders.
Oh, yes, well, of course. You know what? I've just been giving you my credentials and references all week, but somehow you seem to get off the subject. Now I have just what you need over at the hotel, if you'll allow me.
Afraid I'll have to go with you.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, let's see if I have my key. What's this? Oh, it's a testimonial from Madame Reenie. Oh, the first female bassoon player to ever appear on the Red Path circuit. Oh, her stage name, of course, her real name. She was from Moline, her real name, Lida Rose Quackenbush.
Can I see that for a moment?
Oh, you'll never forget the name Lida Rose. Same as the old song. Goes like this. Lida Rose, I'm home again.
To get the sun back in the sky. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, and I'm hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine? Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh, light a rose.
And
stop arguing with yourself? Will you ever tell him? Won't you ever tell him? Ah, yes, I know. Ah, fiddlesticks. Just open your mouth and let it come out.
Now, Mama.
Not nothing. If he ever comes to call again, you see him alone, and if you haven't the gumption to tell him how you
Tell
feel,
him.
well, there's nothing wrong with a lady like him.
Mama,
Winthrop, where have you been?
fishing
Fishing.
with Harold.
You mean Professor Hill?
And look, I still have some worms left.
Did you have a nice time?
Scripsis. He told me all about his hometown, Gary, Indiana, and he said he'd take me there someday. And he taught me a song that hardly has any essence in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me tell you once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me well. If you'd like to have a look explanation, how I happened on this elegant bit of paper, I would say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, Presley, or Peru. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. If you'd like to have a logical explanation, how I happened on this elegant bit of paper, I would say without a moment of hesitation, there is this one place that can light my face. Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, Texas, or Peru. But
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I have to remember Phyllis, my wife's frog.
Oh, leave the dishes. I'll do them, Mama.
Don't you have to change for the sociable?
There's time later.
Excuse me, Shin's live around here somewhere?
The Shin home is on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Oh, criminy. Say, you're the piano teacher in town. Heard anything about this fella Hill forming a boys band here?
Yes?
Don't let it worry you no more. Got the goods on him in spades, swindling two-bit thimble rigger. That's why I got to see Shin. Yes, I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes 15-minute water stop, but I wish it were 20. Would sure like to spend a good 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cowell, anvil salesman. But just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
Stake my old lady's corset cover. That fella's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth for just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me. He ain't gonna spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see right through him the moment he arrived? I mean, he's no more professor
I know
than-
all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and his
Now,
scholastic...
wait a moment. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No,
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
if you'll just listen to me for a minute...
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that. Sure got the inclination. But I gotta get back on my train and leave this dynamite with someone on the way to the depot. Bye now, girly girl. I'll see you next time through.
You'll never catch that train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I've got to leave word, and I can see you ain't the type to leave it with.
Just a minute. Mr. Cowell, you don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
No, I mean, I don't know you, and
Yes, I'd need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl. Oh.
I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something, well, quite different.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Anvil's got a limited appeal, you know. What am I doing? I gotta get back on that train and leave word about that fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you'll deliver the letters?
Try me. There's your
You double-dealing little. Who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois, and he's taking it away from every one of them. And that's 102 counties, not including the PM teachers like you he cozies up to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last of me, girly girl.
Sweetheart to my name. Good evening, Miss Marianne. Lord Rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine? Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh, light a rose.
Marion, dear, who was you talking to just? Why, Professor Hill.
Good evening, Mrs. Prue. Top of the evening, Miss Mary.
You and Marion come up and said, I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, then I'll put some on.
Shall we set? As your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call, didn't you?
Did I didn't mean anything.
Oh, Miss Marion, surely you didn't think that your invitation to me inferred anything but academic enlightenment. The think system. I've been by our house to explain it a few times, but there always seem to be people around. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Miss Squires and several of the ladies.
I'm glad. I wouldn't want anybody being my time. Well, I can see that it is evidently not a convenient night. Let's do it sociable later.
Professor Hill, is it true that you've had 100? What I'm trying to say is...
Yes.
Is it true that you've developed a think system?
I think, well, yes, it's really very quite simple. As simple as whistling. Nobody has to teach you how to move your lips when you whistle. You just pocket them like this, and then the sound comes out right there. Now, try this yourself before you ask any questions.
I take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers.
I dare say you meet dozens, even 100.
Well,
Have they all been as fascinated as I have with the think system?
some more, some less. One young lady thought of the same system before I came to her town. She showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. I'm sure you have many more important things to do than to explain the think system to me.
I can't think of one.
And I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, Miss Marion, where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, one mustn't believe everything they hear. After all, one even hears rumors of librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he died and left me an assured job some mother and winter, but I could have some security. Surely you don't
Well, of course not. That's exactly what I'm saying, but why do you think people start those rumors in the first place?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And, well, jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing about you personally, just generally.
Well, what have you heard generally?
Just that, well, it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, I mean, take you for instance. Your attentions to customers and, well, teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they?
Why?
I mean, no, honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say, if a salesman or somebody were jealous, well, then they could be downright liars, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things?
Well, why, of course, but...
It just proves you should never believe everything you hear, now doesn't it? I mean, if you discuss things.
Oh, Miss Marion, I'd be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you, but couldn't we do it sitting down? You do sit, Your knees bend and all?
We can sit on the porch steps.
Or we could sit on a large hollow log over at the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I've got to dress for the sociable.
Well, then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Please, some other time, maybe tomorrow.
Oh, my dear little librarian. Pile up enough tomorrows and then you'll find you've collected nothing but a bunch of empty yesterdays. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today with remembering.
Oh, so would I.
The footbridge. 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! What? I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be and saints be praised. It works. I've been using the thing system on you from the parlor.
Da 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 da.
Hey, Griff. The uniforms have arrived. The kids are already in them. People are going to be screaming for music if you guys show up at the sociable.
Yeah.
All right, well, wait. Here's most of the dough. I had Tommy collect it. He's pretending to hold a makeshift practice over at the lumberyard.
All right, Mars. What time does the freight go?
9:40 from the junction.
Well, it's not even 8:30 yet.
Hey, you want to turn a word around here, get your foot caught in a bunny trap, that's your problem.
Don't
all
worry.
right?
Mars, go get the rig. I'll be at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Well, I meant to say, you're about 26 years late. It took you all this time to get to the footbridge with Othello.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh,
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I guess I'm not the only one who finds it easier to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
oh well. Surely, Miss Marion, you don't think I've been trying to sell you anything.
No, you've given me something. That's why I came.
Oh, I don't recall giving anything.
Yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came, and I'm glad. Oh, please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. One can't expect a traveling salesman to stay put. I know there have been many ports of call, and there will be many more. But that's no reason for me not to be grateful for what you will have left behind for
really wish this could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
Listen, I had to keep her off my balance. I told you that. I had to keep her off my...
She is so far off balance. You couldn't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Listen, Buster Brown, I came up on the ranks in this skirmish and I'm not leaving without my commission. Now, beat it. Go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now then, where were we?
You were about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Oh, well, we really don't have to get into that just now, do we?
No, we don't. Or ever for that matter, Harold. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately.
Oh.
But she did plenty when you first came here.
Oh, well, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory of Music, Gold Medal Class of '05. Harold, there wasn't any Gary Conservatory in '05.
There certainly was.
Because the town wasn't even built till '06. See you at the sociable.
You knew all the time.
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came, I tore this page out of the Indiana Journal. It was originally intended to use against you, but now I give it to you with all my heart.
But if you knew, why didn't you? Why, you little...
You'd be in the crank right now, hadn't it been for that piano teacher. I told her all about you. What does she do? Lily gags me around till I couldn't get to shin no more. A little dried up, man-hungry doxy round heel fizz king. Greg!
Get out of here, I'll kill you!
You dirty mouth bully! You big blow-off! I'll stay in this town till you get yours. Up, down, through and through. Why? You never even knew the territory.
Greg, here's your stuff. Come on, the rig's in the alley. Hurry up!
One Grecian urn, 2 Grecian urns, and fountain.
Stop! Stop! Listen to this man!
Gullible green grass goats. Can't you see you're being swindled out of your eye teeth right now? There's a burglar in the bedroom while you're fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking, of course, about Harold Hill, highwayman, road agent, pickpocket. Pickpocket? Same thing. He's got his hand in your wallet, mister. And yours, madam. And yours, little lady. There's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There's no band, there never has been any band, and there never will be any band. And if you'll hunt down this man right now like the mad dog he is, there won't be any Harold Hill either, because he'll be on your next train out of town.
Now you all believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for?
Yeah, I want my money back.
Money back, I want his pie.
After him! And when you find him, we'll sell him out. After him!
Mary! Where? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Winthrop! Harold, I've been looking for Winthrop! He's run away! Oh, please, Harold, please, no. They're even talking about tar and feathers.
Mary, I had to see you.
You don't owe me a word. Not a word. Now, please go, please.
Mary.
Greg! He's not here. Check down by the creek.
Winthrop?
Hey, wait there just a minute, son.
Let me go! I'm not your son!
Hey, we're not until I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen! You will tell the truth anyway!
I would too. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
Let me go, you big liar!
What's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? Now look, I'm bigger than you, and you're gonna stand here and get it, so you might as well quit wiggling. There are two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band. So you'd quit moping around, feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, now that I think about it, the other isn't really your business.
I wish you'd never come to River City!
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, believe him?
I believe everything he ever said.
But he promised us!
I know what he promised us. And it all happened. Just like he said.
Where was all that?
In the way every kid in this town walked around here all summer and looked inactive. Especially you. And the parents too. Does Mama wish you'd never come to River City?
You don't you?
Rest assured, by that time, that snake in our bosom will be misapprehended, yes! And always remember, my fellow river citizens, that I did everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from happening. Now, 407.
What have you done to get our money back?
The professor stole nearly $300 to collect it for the uniforms.
We haven't even seen them uniforms yet.
Well,
I
he's
haven't seen uniforms, or my boy either since after supper.
He's a slippery one, I told you.
He's a kidnapper! Situation here!
Look, 407. Oh. Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. If there are those who, as I may have heard, are melting tar and collecting feathers, well, I shall not say them nay.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who can forget our everlasting Iowa stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful for what he's brought to River City, and I should think you want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's any person, any one person who thinks that this man should not be tarred and feathered, let them stand up now. Sit down, you Lily. The rest of you, standing there like a herd of Shropshire sheep. Have you forgotten how each of you purchased expensive instruction manuals, fine uniforms, and high-priced band instruments with the clear understanding and warranty that your children will be taught to play in the band? Well, where's the band? Where is the band?
Think, then. Think.